Alright, so today, this is what we doing. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm starting off in my Canva account, and I am going to print out one of my images that I created in Midjourney. I decided against the first one, but I decided to add the other one. I basically made it as a background. The size is the 8.5 by 11, the average sheet of paper. And as you can see, I decided to go ahead and download it and made sure I selected the correct page, which is page 1. I'm doing a PNG, and I downloaded it. And once I download it, as you can see, it's downloading at the bottom. I go and find the image on my tablet because I'm actually working on my iPad today. So this is the image. I'm able to fill the page up. I can go in and select print. It's going to pull up my printer and go to my printer. Now the thing is, I have not made any sublimation sheets, and the settings up here are kind of different, so I'm gonna have to figure that out later. But anyway, I just went ahead and made sure it was in color and went and messed around and made sure the quality was at its best. I think I selected photo, plain paper. Honestly, it really don't matter. I was just trying to get me a good picture. This is what I was able to get. I made 3 of them because I wanted it to be wide enough to to cover the piece of fabric that I cut out. So now this is some white knit that I already had, and the white knit has to be separated. So what I'm gonna do is basically cut this in half, and I'm adjusting my device because I don't really using this one because it's easier to use. It's the best one for me to use, but we're gonna keep pushing through. So I'm just trying to cut this out as best way I can. The dimensions of my fabric will end up being 20 inches in width, and I'm just trying it out on my head to make sure to go around, and it'll be, won't be too small even after I serge it a little bit. Now it's gonna be 20 inches by, what's the height? I think the height was 11 for the page. Yeah, 11. So basically that 11 gives me enough to fold it in half, and it will give me about, 5.5 inches, and that's including the seam allowance. So that can give me a good basic headband. I'm not really trying to make a knotted one. I'm just going to do a basic one. Now, if I wanted to make a knotted one, I could have made the image much wider. And as you can see, I'm adding my heat tape. And I'm just basically testing this out because this is a pattern that I created. And I'm excited about being able to use it, especially when you go and you look for fabric and you don't like it. So again, I'm just trying it out. I'm going to tape these together because, of course, they will have heat on them. So this is the only type of tape that I recommend using when you are going to do some sublimation. So again, I'm just going to join those edges together like so. Now I did have some extra tape, so I'm going to have to cut that off. Some of it I was able to fold over, but anyway, this is the pattern. It's kind of overlapped, but I'm okay with it. It is what it is. This is the piece of fabric that I'm going to use. I'm going to I could have pressed it out, but I didn't. And I'm going to lay lay the sublimation paper down, and I'm going to put the piece of fabric on top of it because I'm going to use my heat press. Yes, I am using my old school heat press because this is just a demonstration. This is just a test, okay? So yeah, Now, with the one I have, I think it only gets up to about 360 degrees. So, of course, that's not hot enough. I couldn't find my weight, so I grabbed one of my old books, yeah, about nonprofit organizations and structure. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is start getting this hot. What I messed up by doing was going back and forth. Because, see, generally I'm able to go back and forth with my satin and be okay. But because of the stretchiness of this, I cannot do that. And I did make it a little bit blurry. But it came out okay. Enough for me to go ahead and make what I need to make. So, again, this is just a test. I'm just showing you how I sublimated this. And again, the highest temperature is 360. I did it in 1 minute increments. So say if I put it on one side for 1 minute, I just switched it. And I think I did a total of maybe 2 minutes for all of the sections because I wanted to ensure, see, that part is done. I wanted to ensure that the ink would transfer. So I am now working towards the end. You can see I'm taking my thing off my head, girl. I'm getting hot. But here we go. We pushing through. So I'm close to the end, and this is it. I thought it was very cute. I will go into another. You can see the little lines on it from the transfer, but if you really paying attention to it, but as you can see, all of the ink came off, and I will be sewing this in a part 2.